been not stopped, but as I'm driving, I wanted to talk to you guys just for a few minutes. I'm gonna try and do this as quickly and as safely as possible. Keep my hands on the wheel and my eyes on the road. But I was thinking about you guys. I was thinking about just what happened today and how good I feel about just, first of all, let me just tell you, I hope you're having a good day. I really do. I hope you're having a great day. I just came back from hanging out with a friend, just meeting a new friend. I met her through, she's also a homeschooling mom as well. And I don't know, I recently, in the past, my hands on the wheel, I have been praying about meeting new people. And in adulthood, that can be a little bit difficult. That can be sort of tricky, a little bit tricky, especially if you're not, if you're like myself, if you work from home, or if you're not working with a lot of people, you're a stay-at-home mom. It is a little bit tricky when you want to, meet new people and be surrounded by people. So here, I'm at a stoplight. I can chat for a little tiny bit. It can be tricky, but this is something that I have been praying about, because I noticed in my life there is a lot of moments where I just feel straight up just lonely, and I feel like I'm just isolated outside of home, just not really around other people and not in community. And so that can be challenging, because there's a lot of negative thinking that may come with that, just not being with other people. So anyway, like I said, I've been praying about it. And so one of the moms reached out to me one day, and she invited me. She said, can we hang out sometime? Can we, just hang out? Can we go for a walk and just talk? And so obviously she felt the same desire. She just really wanted other women in her life. She's a homeschooling mom of 3. She has 2 small kids still in diapers, and one, I think it's 5 or 6 year old. So anyway, and she's a pastor's wife as well. And so, if you're watching, friend, I'm talking about, you know who you are. So anyway, it has really been a delight for me. And just today, I wanted to make note of this moment, even if it's just for myself, to remember, make time for the people, even the new people in your life. And like I said, it can feel strange. It does feel a little bit awkward. You had to move beyond yourself. In adulthood, sometimes if you don't already have those people in your lives, in your life, it's hard to see where to fit them in, especially if you're busy, you're a mom, you're doing this, you're stationed at home. It's hard to see where to fit them in. But I want to encourage you today, and I'm encouraging myself to remember this, that you have to be intentional about making friends, making time for, getting out and meeting new people and building relationships. You have to be intentional about that. And if you haven't had that thought to maybe build relationships, think about it as a mom. Think about it as a person, as a human being. We grow and we learn from one another. We, we build each other up. We encourage one another. And if you don't have those types of people in your life, pray about it. Ask God to bring those people and seek after it. Be intentional. Are you in fellowship at a church? Do you meet up at different groups? Where do you see other people? Maybe you don't do that at the store. Like, go say, hey, you want to go, meet up somewhere. It is different. It's difficult. That's different. That's just strange, right? But if you're in a place where you see people pretty often, that maybe you have a small group where you drop your kids off and you see the same people, get out of yourself. Get out of your comfort zone and start talking. Now, I'm only talking to the people who feel like they need that in their life. Sometimes I know women who just feel like, I'm good. I don't need anybody in their lives. That's just not me. That's not me. I'm better when I'm together with other people. I'm better when I'm in a community and I'm in fellowship with others. And I came to the point several times in my life where I was just feeling miserable, and and the light turned on where, that's because I'm disconnected. I'm not connected with other people. And so that's one of the things that I had to realize in those moments of being down and depressed. And I've had those experiences. I've had those experiences where I felt there were long periods of time where I felt depressed and down, and I just could not figure it out. And it wasn't even the very thing that I thought it was, the fact that I was home with my kids and I was, wanting to be out and about at work, that wasn't really it. It was a combination of things, and one of the things was the fact that I was not connected and in community with people. And so what I want to say today, and what I want to encourage you as a mom, as a woman, as a human being, don't undercut, don't discount what being in connection with other people. Don't discount that. That is an important element of your life and feeling alive and feeling revived. I had to decide. Do I want to continue being miserable? Do I want to continue being, in that loop of depressed and feeling down? We need to talk to each other. People need other people. God didn't just make Adam. He gave Adam a spouse. He gave Adam and Eve a family. He gave Adam and Eve their family, other families. They of course produced people, and they were in community. And so what I'm saying is, we weren't meant to be, we weren't built, we weren't created to be alone. And I think we really forget that. And I had to be reminded that. I had to learn that. And as I learned that, I see and I reap the benefits of being in community and being intentional about getting my community, because it didn't just happen on its own. It does not really just happen on its own. When you're in school, when you're a kid, you sit by the same kids and you just kind of happen to play with one another. You share blocks and share crayons and share glue, and you become friends and you stick with them and you see them out year after year and you eat lunch with them. But that, in adulthood, that doesn't quite happen. And in motherhood, it sure doesn't happen on its own, And so sometimes we kind of, become friendly with our kids. That is not the place to find friendship. Okay, and I think that's a whole other conversation for another day. But that is not the place to find friendship. When you are looking to connect, when you are recognizing, hey, this thing's kind of getting lonely. My friends from high school, we don't really see each other anymore. So where do you see people? Find the connections with the people that you see on a normal basis. If you don't know them, get to know them. Ask them questions. Get out of yourself. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of that mindset of, I'm an introvert, I just don't do that. And get connected with people so that you can find the joy. And it may come in small quantities, but even right now, I feel like this can set me up for the whole week. I'm good. I don't need to be around people every single day, but just being refreshed, listening to her share her story, her asking questions, and me just expressing what I'm feeling at the moment. I feel revived. I feel more alive. I feel refreshed, And so anyways, I didn't come in here to make you feel bad or to say what you're not doing, what you should do. But I want to encourage you to just go for, go for the community, go for being connected, and see how it makes a difference being at home. See how it makes all the world of a difference. With just having the task of being mom, home manager, and all the things that moms do. Anyway, I'm gonna get off the phone. I'm at a stoplight and I want to be safe and get home safely to my family. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and continue having it. All right, lady, have a great one. Bye.